This is PhillyRon of Madden 101, your place for quick tips to educate you on football and Madden. This week I wanted to take a look at the game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Now the game hasn't started yet. It's actually about a good half hour prior to kickoff, but I was looking at some of the personnel and thinking about how Juan Castillo could have done a better job overall with utilizing his personnel. And that's not just talking about the the cornerbacks with Namdi, with DRC, with Asante Samuel. It also plays in part to the line, using the speed that they have on the defensive line. And the reason why I'm saying that is the Philadelphia Eagles playbook has a 5-2 formation in it. Now there's a lot of teams that have this actual formation in it, but there are a few that actually have the personnel to run this formation. So what I wanted to do is take a look at what makes this a perfect fit for the Philadelphia Eagles. So when you go here and you take a look at this formation as we're at the screen right here, what I want you to do is look at what I've done with these defensive linemen. All right, normally you'll have your 3 D tackles. Your starting D tackle is going to play nose guard, and then you'll have the 2 and 3 flanking him on either side. So what I've done was actually put in Jaquay Parker, all right, number 75, which is right here. All right, and then on the opposite side, I put Brandon Graham. Now, Brandon Graham and Jaquay Parker both have great speed. All right, and that is the reason why I wanted to do that. What we want to do here is get as much speed as possible, or as Andy Reid actually likes to call it, or say himself, he wants to send as many bullets as he can to the offense. So that's what we're doing here. Jaquay Parker is a 74 speed. As you can see, Jason Babin is a 74 as well, and Brandon Graham is an 80. So on my front line, I don't even have to move over. You can look right down here. We have 74 and 84 on the outside. That's Trent Cole and Jason Babin on the outside. All right, on the inside, we have Jaquay Parker and Brandon Graham, 74 and 80. So we have great speed on our front line, and to match that, we also have our D tackle, Cullen Jenkins, in the middle, who's he can be a bit of, cause a bit of chaos for any offense. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I like to run this defense, or run this formation when playing, and why this great football formation can actually translate to the actual game of Madden. All right, so what we'll do here is going over to the 5-2, and I'm just going to call it pinch defense. You know, nothing really cute or anything, just a base defense that works very well. And what we want to do is, a lot of times you'll see guys come out in snugs. So I'm trying to find something that'll give you somewhat of a realistic look. We're going to go ahead and call snugs, and we're going to call, gun snugs, a stick formation. All right, and all we want to do here on defense, all right, is spread our defensive line. That gives you that wide 9 look that the Eagles like to run. All right, and then what you will notice with this is that look at how our secondary is set up. Now, against a stick formation, there is no way you're going to be able to cover outside breaking routes if your safeties are this far back. All right, your opponent is going to figure out who your safety is covering, and then they're going to take that person and send them out quickly so that they can, because they have a distance mismatch right now. They have a gap mismatch right now. So what we want to do on defense is just show blitz, and that'll bring everybody up almost to the same level. So you almost have your linebackers and your cornerback both at the linebacker level, so that any switches that the offense may run, you'll be able to pick up quicker and prevent them from having a space mismatch against us and be able to exploit us that way. All right, so let's go ahead and run the play. Again, this is very simple. I'm just trying to get you guys to see the game from a football aspect instead of just going out here and pressing buttons. All right, so we'll go ahead and hike the ball. And I'm going to throw the ball over there to, I don't even know who that slot receiver is, but as you can see, we did have good coverage out there. And let's just look at the pressure, or let's look at how the blitz would have worked. So again, you see, we have a looping defender because of this 5-2. We actually spread our defensive line, all right, and these outside ends are rushing. All right, we put both D tackles, we blitz them straight down so that they can occupy both the right tackle and the left tackle. All right, and what that did was actually allow our defensive end to shoot around and come through the B gap. Alright, so as you can see that there, you have your A gap, which is your center guard. You have your B gap, which is your guard tackle. So Trent Cole shoots around and is able to come in. Now, I'm on offense. I could have actually sat there and let the man get sacked, but I wanted to give you, a real look. Now, you can press up. You can find out who your opponent likes to go to and mirror that side, or you can put a defender in the flat zone on one side, and you can put and then you can manually press the opposite side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to assume that's what we just did, and we're going to run this play again. 5-2 normal pinch versus Snugs flip stick. And again, our setup for this play is very simple. Spread the D-line. We're going to blitz down both our inside D tackles, all right, which in this case we have them subbed in as our backup defensive ends. And then we're going to call for our defense to show blitz. All right, that's all we're going to do. I'm not even going to touch. I'm not going to put anybody in the flat over here. I'm just going to let the play run as is right now. So let's go ahead and run it. And again, we're going to assume that we're pressing one side and there's coverage to the opposite side. We just hike the ball. You see the man comes through for a nice little stunt blitz. Again, that's all it is. I want you guys to look at this game as more than a video game. I use Madden in order to teach my players, my Little League players, how to understand certain things in the game of football. Everybody can't be reached the same way. Some people aren't conceptual people. Some people you have to actually put stuff on paper for. Some people you have to put video to what you're explaining on paper. And some people are just pure visual. So no matter which way you come to the game of football, I want to find a way to reach you. Now, the 5-2 is a great defensive formation that can actually put pressure on passing sets, especially when they're bunched, because the bunching of these formations, yes, it may give an offense the opportunity to tell if you're in man and zone, but when you're in a front like this, you're going to have defensive ends rubbing against these slot receivers, and that's going to knock them off of their routes. It's going to also let your men, your defensive ends, get into the backfield faster and have less, have someone not out there in front of them in order to stop their pursuit to the quarterback. So again, I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Enjoy these games, and we'll get back with you at the end of the week. Again, this is PhillyRon of Madden 101, your place for quick tips to educate you on football and Madden. Reach out to us on Twitter at Madden 101, and you can also find us on Facebook.